I'm 5 foot, so I'm on that very low end of height. Yes. I really wanted to come onto YouTube and share my knowledge and love for fashion and trends and just inspiration that might help my fellow shorty gals out there. So without further ado, in this video I'm going to be styling some fall 2025 fashion trends. So the first look that I'm going to show you is baggy jeans. I feel like I've cracked the code for the baggy jean on a short frame. So I'm going to show you that and the funnel neck. Okay, so I just have a plain tank top on because it's still kind of warm where I live, and the key to this outfit, or like the trend with the funnel neck, is wearing it all the way to the top. So this jacket is going to be acting as my shirt, and if you live somewhere chillier, you can definitely layer with like a cashmere sweater or something else. But let's zip this up. And I know a lot of the like trendy funnel necks right now have like buttons, but this is a zipper, and I love thrifting. That's another crucial element to my wardrobe, because it just gives you the most unique pieces, you know, and everyone's not going to have the same stuff as you. So here are the baggy jeans, which I also thrifted, and they were in the men's section in their low rise, because they are a men's jean. So super excited about that. And let's see what shoes I try with these. I think I'm gonna go with these pointed toe gorgeous shoes from Brooks Brothers that my mom gave me. She used to work there. Shout out to Mom. Not sure if you can see the shoes, I'll have to check, but this is the outfit. I really love it because it's super casual with the baggy jeans and this jacket, but then the pumps kind of elevated a little bit. Let me find a bag. So I think this Coach bag will look really cute. It's a vintage Coach from the 90s, I think, or 2000s. But I love the East-West style, which is also a great bag style for petites because it's not like so big and overwhelming. But the key that I found with baggy jeans for petites, especially if you have like some curvy hips, is to go with a more wide leg. Make sure it doesn't taper at the bottom, because that can create like a weird shape on your proportions. So that's what helped me. Also, the dark wash is really helpful, because dark's just slim. You don't necessarily have to find stuff that's slimming. However, I like a slimming effect because it just elongates my line, my vertical line, and it makes me feel the most confident version of myself. So if you don't care about proportions and you are not like trying to be the most flattering whatever, then that's awesome. However, it took me a very long time to figure out what works for my body. So finding out those key elements that work for my body now allows me to find fits that are baggy, not necessarily shape forming and flattering, that work for me. So there's kind of like a little bit of a balancing act there. So the dark wash, to circle back, the dark wash really helps just bring that long vertical line, and when you're wearing something baggy, it just kind of looks better, in my opinion. I mean, you do what works for you. The key is to play with different shapes, different silhouettes, and figuring out what works best for you. But as a short gal with a little bit of a curvy hip. This has been such a chic and awesome, fun look that you can just wear in the city, just like a casual day, and if you're not walking too much, the heel. Another thing I wanted to mention, something that has been extremely hard for me as a petite, is finding jackets that feel like they're not swallowing up my whole frame and turning me into a mini fridge. Things that are going to look great on your frame are things that are a little bit more slim on the top, materials that aren't too thick or too stiff, I find are gonna look most suitable for your frame. You can cinch this and you can create more shape. So things that are creating more shape are gonna be great for you. Straight lines on a petite and curvy frame are going to kind of just make you disappear in a sense. So I really, really love those tips for jackets. Okay, so another trend that I'm super excited about is the revival of boho, and seeing the Chloe runway with all those slip dresses and all those textures and jewelry really, really just inspired me. And I have this slip dress that is absolutely gorgeous, silky beauty. How would we make this slip dress more of a fall appropriate vibe? I will show you. I have this insanely gorgeous, like beautiful chenille jacket that I found in an antique mall. I mean, it even has the engraving of whoever this person was, like whoever this baddie was. So yes, it is real fur, but it is vintage and it's not new. So that's how I justify wearing this gorgeous, cozy, beautiful jacket. Okay, so we have layer number one, and as a petite, it's a little boxy, which is okay as long as it hits at the right spot. So it's hitting me pretty much at my hip bone, maybe a little bit lower, so that's perfect. And I'm going to style some more, so let's see some necklaces. In the runway, she layers a bunch of like long necklaces, which that's back. And it's just such a beautiful, like, traveled feel, very like worldly. That and the Dries Van Noten show, like, oof. Again, so stunning. So I have this necklace, dangly beauty, and then this, which you can wear it as a belt or a necklace. It's just such a stunning, like, beaded, gorgeous beauty. So I'm gonna see how this looks together. And I'm trying on these outfits in real time. I didn't like pre-plan things. I'm kind of like one of those off-the-cuff people. So this is like super long, which is so cool. I just love that. With shoes, to make it fall, let's go with some boots. So I have these super long, these are actually over the knee, so that'll really keep you warm. And this jacket's very warm too. And you can even wear like stockings. Oh, this has a zipper. And you can even wear stockings with it to warm it up if you're in a much colder climate. But again, fall, you're just starting to get those chilly vibes, chilly temps, so shouldn't be too bad. But these boots are so awesome. And I love the knee-high trend, however, I'm an over-the-knee girly. It just really elongates the leg, I feel like. But yeah, this is the look. I feel very Chloe. I'm obsessed. So I'm just hooking it up on the top. And even like that, with the necklaces peeking through, I can even make this necklace longer because I have an adjuster. Wow, that would be stunning. Okay, and then let's see what bag. Okay, so to add even more texture to this look, because that Chloe runway vibe is all texture, I'm gonna use this gorgeous baby vintage Bottega that I also got on the RealReal. Not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, hello. Who is she? Where is she going? Why is she so mysterious? This look is giving me absolute life. Like I said, I'm building these on the fly, and now I can't wait to freaking wear this. It's stunning. That's another thing, is with like boxier silhouettes, if you just do the top button and let it kind of open, it creates this beautiful V, and that also helps to like bring more harmony to your frame when you're wearing boxier things. This next trend, which is going to be the monochromatic brown look. I have been adoring this brown instead of blacks resurgence in clothing. Just like I just feel like it's such a fun play on a monochromatic look, but brown just is such a gorgeous color for fall. I am going to show you a monochromatic brown look using a blazer, which is not so flattering for my petite frame, but I'm going to show you how I style it to make it look better and make myself feel more comfortable in a blazer, and to make it work for me, because I've always loved how blazers look on other people, and I've thrifted so many blazers and just wondered why it doesn't really necessarily look as good on me as it does on someone who is taller or more straight up and down. So I'm going to show you how I style this brown blazer. Alright, so this is the gorgeous brown blazer. It's like a dark, beautiful, chocolatey brown blazer, and if you see a lot of dog hair, I'm sorry. It's just that I have a perfectly beautiful dog, and I'm not gonna lint roll everything like for a video. I can, but I just want to show you this stuff. If I were going out, obviously I would lint roll it, but let me just show you my dog and get even more white. No, you know what? He's sleeping, but I'm gonna show you. This is the reason why my clothing is full of white hairs, so please don't judge me. Paco! That's Paco. So, I'm still wearing the blue jeans, and I'm going to show you this still with a monochromatic brown look, as I said, but I wanted to show you this on its own first, and then I will show you how I style to make it better. So, it honestly, it doesn't look horrible. I just feel like it doesn't cut off at the right place. So, first of all, it's too long. For a petite, the best length of a blazer is going to be right at your hip, like bone, so that you're not overwhelmed. So as you can see, that already looks better. But a lot of those oversized blazers that are trendy are long, and it's a silhouette that I want to make work for myself. So number one, you want to find a blazer that can cinch at the waist, that is not too boxy. You want it to have a little curve. So that's number one. Number two, we all know this, you know, the whole sleeve hack. Show a little bit of your skin. That already is going to make things look better. So from the side, I'm still not loving it. From the back, it's okay. So now I'm going to show you with a monochromatic look and one more trick to styling this blazer in a way that looks really good on petites. So I have these brown silk pants that are absolutely gorgeous. Try those on. Okay, so we got the pant on. These are also a wide leg, and if you can see, they're a little bit more of a high waist. So for my body proportions, a wide leg looks really nice because of my curvier hips. Okay, so let's do a shoe. Keeping with the monochromatic brown, these Prada, can't believe I'm saying it, Prada booties that I got on the RealReal for like 60 bucks, I think. It was something very cheap, and they feel like butter. They are so freaking comfortable. Okay, And then, so we got our brown monochromatic look, boots, blazer. So I just feel like this kind of overwhelming. So I'm gonna belt it. Okay, so it's a stunning look. It's perfect for the office. However, I want to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more me, a little less sophisticated, or like a little bit less polished, if you will. And now, with this conch Western style belt, see, you can wear it like this, or I think I'm gonna do like that. This is giving more of like that Western Ralph Lauren vibes, and I like to kind of open up that slit in the blazer, and now it just, I know it's more fitted and it's not everybody's cup of tea to be in that fitted zone. However, if you're petite and you've struggled with your blazers, this really helps, especially if you have more of the modern blazer cut, which is very oversized and boxy. That is just gonna do everything. And statement belts are super huge for 2025. And then for bag, I'm gonna do a brown suede bag. I want it to be something more fun, more playful, to kind of take away from the very business look. I want it to be a little bit more like streetwear in a sense. Just a nice, like going to a museum, somewhere where you want to dress up a little. It could be like a cute dinner date outfit. But this is the look. What do you guys think? Okay, dolls, so the last trend I wanted to play with is actually more of like a vibe, and that is the vibe of the Dries Van Noten show, which is the world eccentric, traveled beauty who has just collected things over time, which resonates so much with my style, and just putting it all together and creating really fun looks with it. Fall is like, honestly, one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite. I just love it, and it's so fleeting. But so right now I'm just putting on these beautiful purple corduroy jeans, a blue tank top. Let me also add a jacket. And I have two directions that I might want to go with this jacket. Let's see what I like better. Okay, so the first jacket is this really cute 70s or 60s, I'm not sure, retro style, beautiful, like, just stunning. Another texture to add. It's just like this fuzzy beauty. And it also has like a high neck. I don't know if this is the case for all petites, but for me, high necks just really look incredible. Yeah, so this also has you could wear it open, or you could wear it with a tie. Let's see how it looks. And then this is just so nice. The colors, the purple, the green, it's unexpected, but it's beautiful. And something I love about runways is getting inspiration on color, because they are just masters at putting unexpected colors together that just really bring me so much joy and excitement. I kind of want this like Western belt to peek through a little bit, so I'll unbutton a little bit. And now the belt's not working. See, this is how you just play with stuff and style it in a way that you figure it out. Like, you just style it in different ways. So I guess I kind of like that. Maybe leaving that out. Maybe add some jewelry. I don't know if I like that out. Ooh, you know what? Scarf. I have this gorgeous scarf that I got at a flea market in Palm Springs, California. That's cute. You're a heel girl. Platforms are so comfortable, and they give you like the maximum height. And when you're wearing a long jean, especially a flare or a bell, it makes you look 1,000 times taller, and Actually, it just makes you look average. All right, let's see. Average if you're 5 foot like me. Then you become 5'5" or 5'4", which is the average height for a woman. Oh, but these colors are so pretty. Oh, I just love that detail, the two-tone blue. Oh, so pretty. Okay, this is a vibe for me too. I love it, and don't know how I feel about the tie. I think I would go without the tie and just leave it open. Yes, see, now that's nice, and it's more relaxed. I like that. Oh, there's no pockets, but this is the look. I could tie this better, but just leave it like that. And then that gives you the blue back, like the third color. So 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. I'm just super in love. Honestly, this is just as good of a vibe, like, as the other one, if not better. I mean, I can't choose. What do you guys think? Which one's your fave? Green or the purple jacket? But yeah, I feel like this one's definitely more cohesive and the other one's more like fun and just gives you a lot to look at. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're petite like me, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more styling videos, get more tips and tricks for styling, and just have fun getting dressed up.